Very nice connections here, right? So nice. Brother Anālayo, you were going to say something, please do.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank Rinpoche for putting it together so beautifully. And what I also feel we should set aside those category conflicts and rather look at the essence of the practice. That is something really powerful. And in fact, there was one question I had been kind of having on my mind for this meeting. I have recently read the book on Mahamudra by Gawang Rinpoche, which is based on Bokar Rinpoche's commentary on the Ocean of Definite Meaning by the ninth Karmapa, Wangchuk Dorji. And under shamatha practices, under tranquility practices, he invites us to use just space as an object. And this resonates very much with my own practice, and is something where I would just be very grateful anything that Rinpoche might be willing to share, using space, boundless space, as an object to build up concentration, tranquility, rather than having the breath or any kind of defined object.
Yes, so in that the book, the definite meaning of the Mahamudra, so especially in the shamatha section, there are many different objects of shamatha, like internal, internal object, without object. So one of the without object is space. So normally what we call the space is very close to the emptiness. So when we look at this, and this space is not the science space. So I have a lot of discussion with the scientists. The science space is time, gravity, space together. So let's say if you talk about the Big Bang, before the Big Bang, science doesn't know whether there's space or not. But this is space is what I think is even before the Big Bang. And this space is beyond time, beyond, of course, beyond matter and beyond gravity. So it's just openness, unobstructiveness. So that's very emphasized in the text. So this kind of space, when we look up and down and east and west, there's no edge of the space. Where there's no edge, then there's no center. There's no up, there's no down. There's no direction, no south, no east, there's no, so completely beyond. Yet, because of that space, we all are here. Everything is possible. Everything is welcoming. Everything is allowing because of the space. Without space, we cannot have this communication. We cannot have this conversation. So therefore, one of the example of to connect with the emptiness, we have the space as analogy. So sometimes we meditate on that, and at the beginning we can focus with a small space through the hole or something, then the space in front of you, then entire valley, then entire maybe solar system, entire world, or entire worlds, entire universes. So according to Buddhists, there is unlimited universes. So all this are space, completely open. Yet space is not nothing. Everything comes in the space, stays in the space, dissolves back into the space.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche. This creative dimension of space was something I had not been so aware of. That was very helpful. I was interested in your beginning with a small hole, because that is also the way the Theravada tradition introduces space as an object of concentration. It's part of, I don't know the Tibetan word, in Pali it's kasina, in Sanskrit kritsna, these round objects that you use for the four elements, the four colors, space, and consciousness.
Yes, we have that. We have in the Abhidharma, Abhidharma Kosha. So what we call separated things in. So it's kasina, 10 kasina. So colors and the four elements. So sometimes we look at the color or whatever and then close eyes, memorize that whatever color or the earth disk. And eventually you let go of that object. So concentrate on only mental image. Then we make this bigger, bigger, smaller, smaller. And as the concentration becomes stronger, stronger, actually we will achieve the jhanas. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. So when we achieve the fourth jhana, then you let go of color. Then what happens? You see limitless space.
Yeah.
So that is the limitless space of meditations. I think this is the fifth kasina, I think. So something like that. We have that practice also.
Yeah, it's exactly the same as we have in early Buddhism. But I believe the kasina can also be done at the space without going through all four jhanas, but using the space as the reference point for developing the jhanas, the absorptions.
So, yeah. That's also, this in the Mahamudra, that's directly you meditate with the space without achieving all these jhanas first. Yes.
Yeah, this is my own experience, because I don't see any reason, once I have developed this other type of awareness, as you call it, is more open and not so focused. If I have the object of boundless space as a clear conceptual idea in my mind, I can use that to align the awakening factors, thought, sustaining, happiness, joy, and unification. And particularly the unification of the mind becomes very powerful, because at that stage, when you line up the 5 factors of the first absorption, when you come to unification, with other objects, you just experience the mind is unified. But at that point, because the mind takes space as an object, it becomes like space.
Yeah.
You become one with space. You inhabit space.
Yeah.
And this is just, I find this is a very powerful meditative experience.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, in the Mahamudra, although at the beginning it is what we call concept.
Yeah.
Of course, you cannot have direct experience of space, but you are imagining space more like at the beginning. But then later we can let go of space. So be with the mind itself as it is, the true nature, the real, the mind itself. In that moment, then what is there is a mere awareness. So that mere awareness is no direction, no up and down, no front and back, no beyond time, beyond matter, beyond subject and object. Yet, all these things can occur there. So you can still walk, you can still see, you can have all this, what we call compassion may come. It will come all the love, awareness, wisdom. All this may arise within that. But although many things can arise within that state, at the same time, that state is totally beyond.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
Rinpoche. Now, I also understand that aspect of creativity. It comes from having gone to consciousness, to Rigpa, whatever you call it, and then looking back on the space and seeing that it has the same creative potential on the material dimension. Makes perfect sense.
Yes. So that's what we call, if you cannot go beyond, then you cannot really fully with the reality.
Yeah.
The various reality, as you say, creative reality, whatever, life is up and down, dramatic, right? So in order to be with that, first you need to go beyond. When you go beyond, then you can accept anything in that level.